There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I am Sen, your executive producer here, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. I particularly want to thank our $20 tier supporters over on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms. Those being Jeremy Alexander, Samantha Bates, and Elle, without whom we wouldn't be able to do nearly as much as we do now. So, thank you very much for your support over the years. And those of you that are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Exandria Rising. I am Sen, your game master for the evening, and I am joined this week by Shawnee.
Hi, I am Shawnee, or William, and I'm playing Naj Kaflim Hull, the Orcish craftsman.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Elafir Gilrick, who is she's a water genasi.
And Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm playing three goblins outside of a mech. Meanie Manny Gatsby and Peas.
And Craig.
Hi, I'm playing Grouper, a fisher dog, circle the moon druid.
A what?
Because I'm a fisher dog. I'm a dog now.
Oh,
Normally I'm a fisher fish, but I'm
he
a
is
dog
currently
now.
shapeshifted into a dog.
Hey now, I'm a dog now.
gotcha.
Get
Get
your
your shift on, go play.
No.
And Grouper dies first. Holly is also joining us this week.
Hill Grouper. Hi, I'm Holly. I am playing Davina. She's a sucky folk mystic.
And Drevian.
Revan, I am playing Tenebris, who has far too much involvement with tentacles.
In many different ways.
That's actually fair.
If you strike me down, I shall return far more annoying than you can ever imagine.
How?
Just wait for my next character.
Craig is pretty good at that.
Going from a Locatha to a Grung, I see.
Oh no.
My thought is a Grong with Gilbert Gottfried's voice.
No, I think I'll be a Goliath that talks like this. Hey everybody, it's me from the mountains.
I mean, if we
I
both
won't
die,
have
we
to
do
kill
have
you.
a plan.
There we go.
It's just Romeo and Juliet at that point.
This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. You just have to figure out which Daryl you want to be, Jeremy.
Anyways, when last we left off,
That's a reference just for the two of us.
Yes,
when last we left off,
100%.
Nivanaya, the group of adventurers that these people are, had tracked down a group of missing children to through a fairy circle, on the other side of which they found a bunch of kids that looked like they were being turned into hexbloods, a hag hut, and an oni dropping down from above to engage them in a bit of sporting fisticuffs.
So gentlemanly.
Yes. And so we will open up this week by shifting you all over to here. And giving you a little bit of space to organize yourselves within. There. That's your starting square. Feel free to organize yourselves within that. And moving over to the Roll20 view.
Like the Oni art, son.
That's from the 2024 SRD.
Oh, cool. I like it.
They really diversified their Oni art in the updated 2024 stuff. And
It doesn't look quite as goofy as the art in the Monster Manual, because the art in the Monster Manual just has his eyes going two different directions for no particular reason.
All right.
I see everyone's going directly to the front line. Gotcha.
Well, I'm just positioning myself where I was, which was up front because I was sniffing around.
Yeah, as much. Yeah, I was.
To be fair, Tenebris should be
Wait,
at the very front because Tenebris ran through the fairy circle first.
Yeah,
I tried to, but Nashka wasn't there first.
No, Najka went in
ahead.
after you. Because you
Oh, no,
went.
no, I meant the tokens.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Take the position.
And don't forget,
Assume
I'm a
the
dog now.
position.
I was
That
more
was
positioning I was more positioning myself for where Notchka naturally falls in a fight, which is to say at the front.
All right. And if we're all positioned, then we will go ahead and turn on the turn order. Turn on the fight music. And say roll initiative.
you're gonna have to add me in because my stuff is weird.
You're just gonna go off because you basically you act in any order amongst the three. So
Yeah.
we'll start.
They
Well,
all take on Good Goblin's turn.
yeah, I'm just gonna put.
It's just hit points.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Meanie Manny
That's not what
in
the
as
stats
the.
are.
Oh, not 40.
The token sheets anyway. The token sheets are just hit points.
Yes.
15.
Danvers and I have the exact same initiative.
Just that rolling off of a different sheet, I can't make it auto send.
All right. We got Tenebris, Najka, Meanie Manny, and thus the other two: Grouper, Elefira, Davina. I think that's all of you. Am I missing anybody? And Yoni.
Yeah, I
All
believe
right.
it's everyone there.
Let's move this over here real quick. All right. So we're going to start off with Tenebris and Najka. Both of you give me an intelligence save just to see which one of you goes first.
I could have rolled a natural one and had the higher save.
I went from a natural 20 on the initiative to a natural 1 on the intelligence.
There we go. All right. That's going to be Najka first.
Alright. Well.
As initiative, as bit of narrative, as initiative begins, as the Oni crashes down, you all hear from inside the hut, "Come to Auntie dearies," and all of the children vanish in a puff of smoke, leaving only the group of you and the Oni on the field.
Najka, grateful at least that we're not having to fight around children. Slings her arms down as the chains for the meteor hammer extend to full length, and some of the modifications that she's made to them more recently, you can see that they have sort of this hollow on the inside that begins to light as an internal flame starts to light up on the inside of the meteor hammers. 10, 15, 20, 25, and then from here, she is going to use her first attack to make an unarmed strike and aim for a shove. So I'm going to need the Oni to make him a strength or dex save at disadvantage.
You're not in melee range for an unarmed strike.
It's a trip weapon. I can.
Right.
trip-
Gotcha. Trip.
I'm
Right,
using the
I
meteor
forgot.
hammer. It's a trip weapon. I'm tripping them from the range of the weapon.
What are they doing?
Strength or dex save at disadvantage. EC is 14.
One second. DC's 14.
EC is 14.
Failed.
Yes. So knock it prone. And then with the knowledge that it has fallen prone, we'll then take the last of my movement to step the last 5 feet to get within 5 feet of it, and then we just attack with advantage because now it's prone. 26.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
8 damage. That was really bad roll.
Are your weapons considered magical?
Yes, because I have done masterwork on them. Any weapon that I make a masterwork is considered magical for overcoming damage resistance.
Cool. All right. All right, Tenebrous.
Eldritch Blast.
All right, your attacks will be at disadvantage because it is prone, and you are attacking with range.
Yeah.
What does your Eldritch Blast look like as you do it?
It kind of like ethereal tendrils that come out and then a spout of water erupting from them.
I added a little bit of extra. The tattoo on your arm glows, and it doesn't glow all at once. It starts from the end up under your sleeve, and then the glow spreads down the tattoo, spiraling around your arm until the eye on your hand lights up, and then Eldritch Blast from there.
And then tentacle, and then water blast.
20 hits, 14 misses.
Okay. So that's a d10 for 10 damage.
All right. Anything else in your turn?
How far did I actually go? 25, 30.
Alright.
Just moving out.
Davina.
I would like to try to use Psychic Grip.
All right. Let me pull it up real quick.
I put it in chat.
Yeah. Okay. So he's making intelligence saving throw.
Yes.
So you're spending 6 side points on this. Go ahead and deduct that from your
Mhm.
total. What's your DC?
Sorry, going back to the other page. Where is DC?
On your spellcasting page. That should be at the top of the page.
15.
Okay. They succeed the intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Anything else in your turn?
Not for right now.
No, any movement or anything?
She'll move. Hold on, let me see. No. I have it stuck on the measurement thing. Hold on.
Happens
Oh,
everyone.
it's stuck.
Just click the arrow at the top of the options.
Uh-huh. I got it. Okay. It's just gonna move forward. There we go.
Okay. Elefera.
All right. Where's the entrance to the hut? Is it right there?
Yeah, it's right here.
We're all gonna be bum rushing that poor Oni. I go. Yeah, I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonus action dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I see inside?
Well, first there's a closed door.
I open the door. What do I see inside?
So you gotta open the door. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, hold on. Let me check. I think I've got like 7 inspirations. Not that many, but I'm collecting them like I'm collecting Phoenix Downs.
Gorgeous. Because you never know when you're gonna need them for real.
Right. I will actually. I only have 2. I will spend 1.
Good.
To try and re-roll that, and here's where I roll lower.
Right. That's 22.
Nope.
All right. You managed to you have evasion, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So you go to grab the handle, and something in the back of your head just goes, "Don't," and you immediately leap back as the mouth of the tree bites. The mouth where the door is. Teeth sprout from along the rims of the door frame and bite down.
Dope.
And when it doesn't catch you, it sort of reverts back to being the rim of a tree, or the rim of the door, and you just hear echoing from nowhere, "Tut tut tut, dearie, wipe your feet first." Anything else in your turn?
Can the rest of us hear that?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you all
still
hear
have
that.
an
Yeah, you all hear
action.
that.
So wipe your feet and try opening the door again.
I stabbed the door.
Make an attack roll.
Grouper doesn't say anything.
That would be I think crit.
Yeah, that is roll damage. I'm assuming you're using the cold setting for your.
Correct.
So you pull out the armature, turn it on,
That
stab
is-
through.
That did not roll
It
crit
rolled,
damage.
yeah, it
so.
did. It was 7 and 7, so 14 total.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I am not reading directly below. For some reason, I thought that was going to be. I guess you can't sneak attack a door. That was why I just looked at it and was like, oh,
You
that's
don't-
sneak attack. But
you don't have advantage, and you don't have an ally in melee with it, so no.
that's true. I should have taken the bonus action to tactically assess the door before
There you go.
stabbing
There
it.
you go.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Unfortunately, you
14
used your
damage.
bonus action to dash.
Yes, I know.
All right,
But that ruins the joke.
you have stabbed the door. Anything else in your turn?
Did the door take damage? And I'm like, does it look like it had any effect on it?
The door took damage. It doesn't look like
Okay.
it had any effect on it, though. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Like your sword went through it, and there's frosting around where the sword blade struck through. But the door didn't like wiggle or anything. It didn't scream.
That's
in
fine.
pain.
I just want
Yeah.
to make sure that it wasn't like I attack it and then
Yeah.
like the ice dissipates or
Yeah, no.
like whatever.
Swords
As long as it hurt the door, I'm gonna keep hacking on this motherfucking door.
All right.
Next turn.
Good goblins. In whatever particular
Our
order you
highest
care to
damage
go.
dealer, occupied with the greatest threat, a door.
The door. Listen.
Priorities.
I mean, there are kids in there probably.
There are kids in there, we're pretty sure.
Yeah. Y'all got this demon.
Where's my speed? My speed isn't written down. I assume it's 30.
It's 30.
Yeah, it's 30.
I guarantee you it's 30.
Goblin speed typically is 30. What we can double check?
Do they get a movement speed?
Yes, they all get us movement speed.
Okay, good.
Yeah, speed is 30 feet.
They can't quite reach Oni. So we're going to do a spell instead. No, let me look at the spell. Sorry, I've spent my free turn looking at all my stuff to make sure I'm prepared for the rest of the fight. I'll start out with just a I'll start out simple. What? No, a ranged attack spell. That's not right. Ranged attack. I didn't put it in right. How do I make a ranged attack? Roll.
It'll be d20 plus your charisma modifier.
Plus 3.
Plus 3 at disadvantage because it is prone.
Plus 3. Plus 3?
Mm-hmm.
Charisma and then 3 as top of
Your-
that?
From your
Because
proficiency, yeah.
that's your proficiency bonus. Yeah.
That makes sense. And then another one. Although I don't think that hit anyway. So I don't think I actually need another one.
You could always not one. But you didn't. So, no, a 10 misses.
And then do we have? I don't have a ranged weapon for the other guys. So this is
the
a
gauntlet.
little turn.
The gauntlet does range attack.
The gauntlet is on Martin Victoria.
Oh, you didn't. Oh,
I could
see.
summon it,
You didn't.
but I assume it would take a while to get here.
I will remind you that you have Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action.
Yes.
Just because you've been trying to remember that you have that as a feature.
I'm gonna save that for abilities that I've got. All right, I'm just doing a little turn this turn. I've got more next turn. Don't worry.
All right, it's the only
I say,
turn.
you never know when I might need inspiration to hit the door.
The Oni stands up.
Inconvenient of him.
Well, look at you all. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to turn that off.
Oh no, does he have a ray attack? Don't give him a ray attack.
No, it's not a ray attack.
It's a cone.
I hate that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's not better.
I'll just point out I haven't moved yet, so
Yeah, it's true.
it's not my fault we're all in a line.
Yeah, no, that'll get all of you except for Elvira.
Not looking so dumb now, am I?
Get that door.
As I attack a door.
I'm gonna silvery bark fucker if he hits though. So
So I need everyone except for Elvira to make a Constitution saving throw as he casts Cone of Cold.
that it's not Damn, I can't silvery barbs that.
Oh, that was the one. Just
14.
Do I make one for everybody? Oh, fuck.
Ah.
Yes, you make one for each individual body.
I'm just going to assume the default is Meanie Manny Gatsby Peas. Sorry, Meanie Manny. Sorry, Peas.
All right, everyone that rolled a 13 or higher succeeds and takes half damage.
Oh. Probably still gonna knock out my wild shape.
So it's going to be 39 points of cold damage to everyone that failed.
Oh,
What the
and
fuck?
half that much
Two
to
out of-
everyone
How
that succeeded.
much?
Two out of the 3 good goblins are down immediately.
Yeah, and that means Gatsby can't do anything either.
How much?
Done.
30,
We're done.
30
Combat.
39 points of cold damage
Okay.
to everyone that failed, and 19 points of cold damage to everyone that succeeded.
Okay.
You're gonna die.
I'm no longer a dog.
You don't lose your form unless you're unconscious.
You lose the wild shape when you lose the temporary hit points.
Yeah,
provided
yeah.
by-
Oh, you do?
When the temp
Okay.
when the temp
Okay.
hit points go, you're back to normal.
I forgot how
Oh
it worked in
wait!
the new one.
Oh no! Actually, I'm. Holy shit! No, I'm not. I'm still.
No, you don't. Yeah, when you lose
I
the
have
10 hit
I have
points,
21.
When you lose the 10 hit points, you don't go back. I don't think.
I'm pretty sure you do, but I still have 2 temp hit points.
Ah, well, there you go. Let me double check that because the updates to the druid are
I will check. You got a battle to run.
yeah. All right. So Meanie Manny and Peas are at 0 because you don't go to negatives in 5e. And that makes it Grouper's turn.
All right. I will.
See, just visually, sorry. Yeah, the Oni stood up, took a deep breath in, and just breathed out this massive cone of freezing air, which flash freezes Meanie Manny and Peas. Not solid, but they are just covered in frost as they hit the ground.
And Gatsby goes into panic mode.
individually flash frozen like shrimp.
Yes.
Grouper growls. And will dash forward. What? Why can't I grab my guy? There he goes. Nope, can't move him for some reason.
Are you using the correct tool?
Yes, I am. There he goes. It just wouldn't let me do it. Will dash up next to Meanie Manny and Peas. And will Can I while a dog Saint Bernard style use a potion, or do I need to turn back into Grouper?
If it's your potion, no, because your potion, all your equipment sort of melds into your form when you wild shape. If you are wanting to use one of their potions, it'll be an acrobatics check to see if you can fish it out with just your mouth.
Nah. So Grouper will run up. I'll just drop wild shape. I don't think I technically lose the temp when I go back into my own form. But I will. Oh wait, no, that takes a bonus action, doesn't it?
Yes, it takes a bonus action to end the wild shape.
Yes.
Fuck it. Okay. Does either Peas or Meanie Manny have a Oh, I'll run up. Does Gatsby have a potion?
No.
No.
We
Does
don't have-
Does Davina have a potion?
No.
Do you have any healing spells, Craig?
Yes,
You can
I
use
do, but I'm
those
trying
in
to
your
heal.
wild form.
I'm trying to heal both of them at once.
Admirable, but unlikely.
Because otherwise it's 2 turns to get my character back up.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do both of them if I can. Well, I don't think I can then. That being the case, I will.
You
Let's
have to
see.
choose your favorite good goblin.
Peas is more likely to be able to heal. I know mechanically that doesn't work, but in universe, right?
Universe explanation.
What's that?
Universe explanation.
Yeah.
Actually, Meanie Manny's the one you know has been training with Fyron.
Okay. All right. So, so Grouper is going to sort of dash up past Meanie Manny and Peas. As he does so, Liv hops off of him and lands on Meanie Manny, and I'll cast Cure Wounds through Liv.
All right.
Do it at 2nd level. Or to Meanie Manny. So 18 hit points back to Meanie Manny. And then I will get to here and turn into a constrictor snake. Actually, I'll get to here, so I'm on the opposite side. Damn it, I can't do it again. As soon as I let go, it doesn't let me. I want to be here as a constrictor snake.
Where?
On the opposite side of the Oni, so the Oni is flanked.
Okay.
And then I'm using my bonus to turn into a constrictor snake.
Gotcha.
As still as a dog, as Liv hops on to Meanie Manny and Grouper runs past, Grouper says, "Don't worry, we'll get you back up." And then comes up, switches, and goes, "You just fucked up, buddy!"
All right. Nashka.
Najka kind of the ice that had built all over her armor rapidly begins to steam as the armor flares up, and she spins the chains around as she calls out, "Ella, I really need you not to be fucking off on your own right now," and is going to take 2 swings with the meteor hammer. $18.
18 will hit.
7. Jesus, my damage rolls are fucking garbage. And 26 for 14. That's more reasonable.
There you go. All right.
As the meteor hammers strike, they start to glow red hot as they gain more heat, as they have the heat trait now.
All right. Anything else in your turn?
That's all I got, because I also don't have any potions, so I can't heal myself either.
All right. Tenebrous.
Makes its way around the Oni, and it'll just blast some more.
It's now standing, so they're no longer at disadvantage. 14 misses, but 26 hits.
So another D10 for 5.
Tenebrous, you saw it this time. It's me.
Tenebrous looks at the snake and just mock screams.
That's progress.
At initiative count 20. I need Elafir to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold on just a
Look,
sec.
the door gets layer actions.
Not the door, the hag.
I know.
15.
Door.
A 15 is exactly what you needed for a successful save, so you're going to take half damage from this.
Nope.
As a you feel the air around you begin to desiccate, and you feel your mouth, your eyes, your nose, your ears, all your pores sort of drying out.
God, that especially sucks for Elafira.
And you take 19 halved to 8 halved to 9 points
19
of,
half to 9, yeah.
halved to 9 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, that's not so bad.
And then doubled in psychic damage because this is the first time that Ella's ever been ashy.
As something about the hag's hut is drying you out. Davina.
Okay. I would like to try desiccate.
Turnabout's fair play.
The target must make a constitution.
How many side points are you spending?
I'm spending 4.
Okay. Uh, 23 on the con save.
So I'll take half damage, so go ahead and roll 40.
Yeah. Okay.
Half to 13.
At least it did something.
Yep. Anything else your turn? Any movement?
I am, yeah. Hold on. I'm just gonna kind of take a little walk this way.
And any bonus actions or anything?
No.
Elafira.
I was not fucking off. That said, am I getting opportunity attacked by the door?
No.
Okay.
Got Final Fantasy flashbacks.
It attacks via saving throws.
And I am attacking. Actually, there is. Yeah, no,
take-
there's no work.
If you take the step next to Grouper, that'll be the flanking position.
That is not flanking. Grouper is flanking you.
It's a large creature. That position cuts across its model.
I mean, that's up to said. I would not roll that as flanking
No, but that
if
would
I was DM. That's fair. I will go over there.
It cuts across the model, but it doesn't cut out, it doesn't cut enough across the model.
Yeah,
that
that's
does.
skimming.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot I could do that.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For nice 12 plus it didn't count the sneak attack. That's fine. 12 cold and 19
Cold.
additional. So yeah, 31 cold damage.
Nice. Big damage.
And oh yeah, and because it's a rapier, I have advantage on the. So I'm going to bonus action attack with my dagger. And I have advantage because of Vex with the rapier.
And also, you're still flanking, so double advantage in case anything went wrong.
19
It hits.
for 2 because the 4 doesn't apply because it's an offhand attack. Yada yada.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Good Goblin's
Oh,
turn.
hi, Snake.
Good Goblin's turn. So the Good Goblins, you are all incapacitated, which means you can't take any actions, bonus actions, or reactions, but you can move. Your speed's just halved. So if you, and I'll say because Peas is part of the unit, you can drag Peas out of that cone if you want to with your turn. And the bird is on you, so it won't lose track of you.
The D20 death save?
Yes, and a D20 death save for Peas. 10 is a success.
Success.
Okay.
Woo!
I couldn't remember if 10 was where 10 fit.
10 or above is a success. So that's one success on Peas. And yes, if you want to drag, you can at a half speed.
10, 15. There.
All right. And the Oni's turn. The wounds that you've inflicted on the Oni, you watch as they begin to mend back together on its turn.
Themed regeneration.
Peter.
Fortunately, Cone of Cold is a once per day spell, so it can't do it again.
Yeah. It's a hell of an opener, and
You were all in
legit
a perfect
out of
cone.
character.
Yeah.
No. I mean, out of character. Kudos for using it. We were lined up perfectly.
Instead, it's just going to attack with its hand 17 times.
I have autism, which means I have no emotional attachment to your characters. He's going to do 2 glaive attacks as it holds its hand out, and there is a blur of motion as a glaive that wasn't previously in its hand appears. It's going to first attack Najka.
What does the glaive look like?
It
Like,
is
is
a
it just-
long. It's a long obsidian haft.
Okay.
With a large, almost again the size of a sword, blade on one end. That is sort of a single-edged curved blade with a demon, with some sort of fiendish design patterned into the blade, into the metal itself. And on the other end of the obsidian haft is another smaller version of that same blade. So it's blade on both ends, but one of them is very obviously the end it hits with.
Grouper says,
Nice. Nazca, what are you gonna make that into after I eat this idiot?
24 to hit Najka
Yes.
for 11 points of slashing damage. And then another swing strikes Najka and spins it back around, strikes at the big snake. Actually, no, Elefira. Elefira did more damage.
That's fair.
I'm a giant fucking snake. I'm being scary.
25 to hit Elefira.
Yeah, that. Yep.
And
Yep.
none of you have done 32 damage worth of scary though, is the thing.
I am going to uncanny dodge this because I don't anticipate I will be hit by anything else.
All right, so that's 20 points of slashing damage, halved to 10.
I have made a wise choice.
"Woof." Yes.
All right, and that's the end of its turn. Grouper.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to eat him.
Do you want Liv to cast Cure Wounds on Peace?
I have to try to eat or
Yeah, because it is an action, unless you've got Healing Word.
yeah. Yeah, which I can't cast when I'm shifted anyway. Yeah. So, all right, yeah, I'm gonna try to eat him and see if we can put him in place.
All right.
I get a +2 on top of this from my bracers.
Go ahead.
So that's an 18.
That'll hit. Or 13
15
damage.
points. 15.
15.
Yeah, from with the additional bonus. And then with the new giant constrictor snake stats, the Oni has to make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
What's the feature? 24.
It is a multi attack. If you can bite and constrict.
Okay. 24 on the strength save.
24 obviously beats it, unless anybody can silvery barbs it. And I think our silvery bard is down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then I will just bonus action grapple, which is a thing I can do with my grappler feat.
All right. So acrobatics or athletics check against his.
No,
Sorry,
it makes a save.
Oh, it just makes save now. Right.
Yeah.
What's the save?
It's strength or dex. DC is equal to 8 plus the snake's strength plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, plus an additional 2. So because I think it's another 16. Well, actually, if it's the strength, so it's 8 plus. Yeah, so it's 16 again.
21.
Okay. All right. I tried.
You bite and try to grapple, but it uses its offhand to just shove you off. It's extremely strong.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, Najka.
All right. 2 more swings with the meteor chain. 15 probably misses.
15 does.
Oh.
Miss. Yes.
Dumb question. Could Liv try to stabilize?
Liv can't do anything if you don't use your action to make Liv do things.
Liv's
Let me double check out the familiar rules.
I believe it takes your bonus action to order your familiar, but I don't remember.
I don't think so. I think they can just do stuff. They just can't attack.
No, familiars. The only thing they can do if you don't give them an order is dodge. I need to look at the thing and see what the action economy is.
All right, I'll check it. Don't grind us to a halt. I'll check it.
I mean, right now I'm waiting for attacks from Johnny.
I'm going to use a heat, but whenever an attack, baby, it doesn't matter if I hit or not. Okay. Chain.
Actually,
26.
familiar. It rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn, and it can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal. I'll say that it could stabilize. It would just need to make a roll for it because it's not appropriately sized to stabilize a goblin. Because it's a pigeon.
That's totally fair.
So go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for the pigeon.
Okay. What we're using? What, a raven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will. Can you move on and I'll do that?
Yeah.
When I find Raven. Okay.
26 will hit for 7 damage.
Rolling 2d8 plus 3 and getting the absolute worst damage rolls.
It's rolling 2d10 plus 4 for its glaive and also wasn't getting very good damage rolls.
So yeah, the meteor hammer swings 2 more times, and by the end of it, the hammers are glowing white hot, and then they start to steam as they have to take a minute to cool down, and she just sort of lets the chains wrap back up around her armor and pulls out the grudge settler because she can no longer use the hammer because they hit their heat limit.
All right.
For the next turn.
I'm assuming that you're using that in lieu of a save. Is it the same?
It was the one skill, the one wisdom skill. So it's a natural 20 on the die.
Wisdom save, but yeah, it's not 20. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that piece is stabilized by a little pigeon.
Nice.
I'll let you imagine how that worked.
I gotcha.
Gives
Friendship.
mouth to mouth.
No, I feel like, what is Peas wearing? Like what fabric?
I think they're wearing leather armor or something.
So,
Yeah.
which would have like laces, right?
Yeah.
So Liv just hops down, immediately starts ripping out some of the laces with her beak, uses her claws and just kind of pinches the wound together, and then just starts shoving the laces through with the beak. It's gross, but it's closed. We're probably gonna need some
That'd be very
antiseptic.
effective if it was a laceration wound and not frostbite.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot it was frostbite.
Just nesting
Liv,
on.
yeah. Liv just sort of like hunkers down to warm you up.
Like a nest.
Because it's Liv, she does still steal your laces, but you're very warm while she's doing it.
I mean, they look like worms.
Yeah,
What do
absolutely.
All right, Tenebris.
I'm gonna have the dopest fucking nest.
you...
Eldritch Blast.
25 hits. 16 also hits.
2d10 this time for 13 total.
All right. At initiative count 20, something happens, but none of you are right next to the door. Davina.
What did the Oni do? I was putting kids to bed. Sorry.
It hit Najka and Elefira and regenerated health.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to desiccate again.
All right. How many side points?
Hold on. Let me see how many I currently have. I'm gonna go for 4 again.
Okay. It's a con save.
Yes.
22, so half.
Gotcha.
All right.
10.
So what does it look like when you desiccate an enemy? Because you're sort of like, on your part, you're just like mentally focusing on draining all the liquid out of them, presumably.
Yeah.
So like, does it look like just they start
think-
sweating really profusely, or does the water just start spraying out of them? How does it work?
So I'm picturing like droplets of it start coming out slowly that are almost glowing.
Okay. So yeah, the Sony's been sweating profusely for the past round, and as you just killed it,
cool.
as Davina focuses on it one more time, the Oni just sort of grunts and then disintegrates as that glaive drops, hits the ground, and lights up in flame as it also disintegrates.
Oh,
As the Oni is dead, but we are staying in initiative because the Oni's not the only enemy. Anything else on your turn, Davina?
time to hammer that door.
Yeah, where's the door?
Right here.
Beyond the giant snake. Okay.
Try not to scare the kids.
Says
So
the
you
giant
can
snake.
try not to scare the door.
I'm not trying to go inside. Plus, kids love snakes.
Can confirm. Kids love snakes. Loved snakes as kid.
I can't make it all the way there.
I didn't.
I'm moving towards the door.
Was child loved snakes. Can confirm.
Was once
Okay, but what if the
a
snake was like
child.
5 times your size?
Yeah, no, that would be dope as fuck.
That's called going to the zoo.
That's
I'm
called.
glad I could help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
Back
called
to the door.
reptile guy.
How does Elefira look? I mean, dry, ashy, but badly injured?
Not horribly.
How about Najka?
Wounded.
Najka looks pretty injured.
Okay.
As you step back up to the door, Elefira, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, well, these I'm good at. Which means I'm going to roll a 2.
Not as injured as Peas is, obviously, but
Yeah, well, Peas at least is stable, but
A 9, so 16.
Right. So that's a failure. Um. Right. I rolled poorly. You take 6 points of acid damage as the tree bites down on you and begins to
Is
chew.
that pre-evasion?
That's before evasion, so only 3 points of acid damage.
3.
I thought you said tree evasion.
Yeah. I definitely heard free evasion.
Yeah.
Nah.
Once did I.
Rolled very poorly on its damage, but 3 points of acid damage
Cool.
as the tree begins to chew on you, and you are restrained.
Cool. I will chew back. Not literally. I'm not biting the tree.
Why not?
Well, I will. So this is where I ask then. Can I use insightful fighting to make an insight check against the door to see if I can use my sneak or wait, no, that doesn't matter because I still have a disadvantage. So
Yeah, because you're restrained.
can I use a bonus action to give myself? Yeah, I should be able to do that regardless because that's just steady aim.
Yeah.
So I'm spending my bonus action to even it out.
All right.
And for on the map, the door is literally just these two spots, right? It's not per chance there, which would put Grouper
it's-
within 5 feet of it,
No, it's
so I
just
could
this
potentially get sneak attack. Okay.
No, it's this spot right here. Yeah.
16 to hit
That'll hit.
for 5 cold damage.
Right. Yeah. You stab in. You hear in response, "Oh dear, Mother Havoc, your pet has fallen. I guess I'll step in." Good goblins. You all hear that, by the way. And it is a different voice than the one that was talking earlier.
We vibing.
So Peas is stabilized.
Yeah.
You can still move them around.
I'm good.
Grouper.
I will. Ella is restrained. Does Ella look like she is in danger of more damage from the teeth?
Yes. She's actively being chewed on by the tree.
Do you want me to pull you out?
Kill it!
I need to get Peas back up, but I can pull you out.
Go get Peas back up.
I can
fine.
do both of them.
Capable druid. Go deal with that. I'm fine.
All right,
Trying not to have an argument right now because everybody's gonna look at that wrong.
No, yeah.
Ella don't need no man.
What about a snake?
Don't need nobody's help.
You look like a snake.
Don't need a man and clearly don't need a snake.
I'm going to
By
I mean
definition, if you don't
just
need a man.
cure Peas. I'll do another second level. Cure wounds through live. That's another 17. So Peas is back up. Gruber, just the big snake head turns, says,
Peas, you feeling okay?
Peas pats himself, realizing that half of his armor doesn't fit quite right now, and he's not entirely sure why, but he doesn't have time to worry about it because Liv stole his laces.
yeah, fair.
Help me get the others patched up.
And I will I'm gonna bonus action just wrap my tail around Ella's waist and say,
For security, let me know if you want me to pull.
and that technically means I can grant advantage on strength checks if you try to break out.
There.
That's my turn. I actually, can I cram up like next to Ella? I'm out of actions, but can I cram up? I don't know from the map if I can.
I was not sure if that was where that
no,
sentence
because
was
there
about
is
to
a
go.
mouth actively chewing on Ella right now. The entire like doorway area is a mouth that is chewing on Ella. So unless you get in the mouth, you can't get next to
Yeah,
Ella.
actually, yeah. Can I get in there and like push the mouth open to make it easier to attack? Just with my bulk.
You can try. Give me a
Okay.
give me a athletics check.
All right. As a snake.
Sticking a snake gag in there.
Let's see. All right, so I am
Pescador's
okay.
Gag reflex.
So I'm proficient as grouper, which means the snake gets to use my proficiency, but its stats, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is generally how that transitions.
Okay. So this will be an additional +3.
26.
All right. Yeah, you ram yourself into the mouth of the tree, taking. Hang on. 7 points of acid damage, and you are
Go
in the
to
mouth
town!
tree. You are now also restrained.
Also or instead of?
Also, you notice that the mouth, being as large as you are, you notice that the mouth doesn't seem to be restraining you by stabbing in. It seems to be functioning kind of like super glue.
Oh, okay.
The mimic door.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to next turn if it's still alive. But yeah. So Grouper says,
This thing's sticky as fuck.
I'm trying. I want people to appreciate how hard I am trying to not make jokes right now.
Do it.
I don't know what you would have to make jokes about. It's just a door that's trying to eat us. It's just your regular garden variety vor door.
With a sticky snake inside.
With his sticky snake tail, and Ella, yeah, nothing to make jokes about there.
That's just pretty normal D&D stuff, y'all.
Very serious situation.
Nashka.
Nashka, as the like the
Because your snake
steaming and
disappeared.
cooling down.
From my perspective, anyways.
Yeah, on my end. It looks
Oh,
like
I
it's
still
vanished.
see it.
Well, yeah, I just put it down. I just put it back down.
Yeah,
I
like
see-
the first one went away for me.
I see 2 snakes. No,
Two
there's
snakes.
3.
You'll refresh your browser, Craig, because I think your browser is doing weird stuff.
Whatever it's doing, mine is doing. So
Well, we can worry about whether I'm seeing things or not later, but
Okay, yeah, refreshing it. Got rid of the.
okay, there we go.
Nash,
I mean, the
Nashka,
answer is yes. It's just what you're seeing.
technically
Nashka
correct.
steps forward, trailing the steaming and cooling off meteor chains behind her, as she just pulls up with the grudge settler and just levels the shotgun at the door and looks over at the two of them that are stuck inside.
I'm
You two
putting
having
you,
fun?
I'm putting you where you are mechanically, Craig. Don't worry about moving it.
Oh, okay.
You two having fun? She asks as she just shoves the barrel up towards the mouth of the door where the two of them are, and just pulls the trigger twice.
Make attack rolls. The mouth of the door is obscured by the mouth of the tree that's actually chewing on them, by the way.
That's
so
what I
it's
mean.
not
Like the
Yeah.
tree itself,
Yeah.
is shooting the tree.
Don't nat one or you're going to hit Ella.
Hit nat 1.
That one.
No.
13 hits, roll damage.
And
I didn't know you studied dentistry in Whitestone.
So that's going to be 10 for the first shot, because I am in short range, so it's the 2d10s, and 12 for the second shot.
Did you make 2 attack rolls?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
13 and 19.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's it. Yep. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's all for now.
Tenebrous.
I don't do bonus action things.
Well, that's very dismissive of you to those of us who rely on our bonus actions from our class.
That's a downside. The fact that I don't do bonus action things means I have a whole bunch of my action.
No, I
economy that just
understand,
can't
but it
use.
was the way you said it was, I don't do bonus action things.
That's not how I heard it.
Yeah, that was me more saying like I don't do that because I don't have.
Can
that
we let
power.
Tenebrous take his turn, please? Instead of
I mean,
having
I'm-
this inane argument.
I was reading spell descriptions.
Fair.
You say inane, I say
Vamping.
funny.
I'm gonna cast knock on the door.
Yeah.
On the door
Does-
inside the mouth?
Does knock require you to see the target?
Yeah.
You cannot see the door because it is heavily obscured by a giant constrictor snake, Elaphira, Najka's gun, and the mouth that's chewing on 2 of those 3 things.
That's fair.
As half of your party just decided to pile into the mouth.
Listen,
It's a cool idea.
I cannot help it if I'm a trendsetter. And all the rest of y'all are followers.
Except for Najka, who didn't decide to ram herself face first into a chewing mouth and instead decided to shoot it.
Correct.
I'm still
You know,
like
you
10 feet behind
cannot.
you.
That is untrue because you are still blocking the door. Therefore, you are a follower in this situation.
Anyways, Drevian.
We're vamping more while Drevian figures out what's next.
Yeah. Drevian's fresh
actively
option.
started saying something while you guys were talking. Drevian.
I know I said that I'm still 10 feet behind them, so I'm not piled into the door yet.
Correct.
There's just 2 of you actually piled into the door.
Yes.
Well, since I can't just knock on the door, I'll just shatter.
That will hit Elaphira, Grouper, and Najka.
You don't have to see where you're placing it. You can just put the AoE further back.
Well,
Yeah.
they're further
So
back.
I can.
They're kind
I'm
of-
literally in the door.
Yeah,
You're
like-
gonna hit me.
In order to hit the
Yeah.
door, you will have to hit Elaphira and Grouper.
That said,
At the very
do
least.
it.
There's
Yeah,
no place
I
that you
mean,
can
out
place
of
it.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Don't put it inside if we're making out of character comments.
No,
'cause I don't want to
because
shred
there
the
are
kids.
children inside. Fuck us up.
Yeah, I'll
I
just cast shatter.
I got 10 hit points. Honey Grouper don't care.
Just try to break the door.
Also, while you don't have to,
I'm gonna
also,
die.
to be clear, while you don't have to see the point that you are placing Shatter at to cast it there, it does have to not be under full cover because you cannot target any point that is at full cover from you. So you can't cast Shatter inside the building because it has full cover from you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh god.
But if you target me, you'll hit the door.
You could also just aim up.
Or down.
Kind of. Tinderous tries to finagle it for a little bit. It's like, where can I put this? And stops after like 5 seconds to just finish casting the spell.
Eeny, meeny, miny. No.
Pass this up 4th level.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna die.
5d8 for 24.
Right. So that's a Constitution saving throw
Yeah.
Is it a con save?
for Grouper
It is a
Ella,
con save.
Ella, Najka, and the tree.
What's our, what's our
DC
DC?
15.
Womp womp.
Cool. Nashka's going to have to use her relentless endurance.
Ella will also have to use her relentless endurance that she does not have.
Do you have another inspiration?
Yes, but it's not literally going to kill me. It's just knocking me to 0 hit point. And even if, how much did you? 24.
I actually will use an inspiration on that.
I'm not. Yeah.
It's knocking you to 0, and if it doesn't stop the tree from chewing on you, it's knocking you to 0 while you are in a mouth that is actively chewing on you.
You know what? That is actually a fair point. I don't actually necessarily want to die. I just think it's funny if I do.
EPK.
TPK
Alright,
via
I will
dog.
re-roll.
It's looking more and more like that.
I will
TPK, Tenebra's
re-roll.
party kill.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it in mind, I need to roll a 14 or above.
Mhm. What's the
You
DC
did it.
again, Kevin?
15.
Yeah, no.
I remember that.
Off by
EP.
1.
I am down.
All right.
I
yeah.
had 17 hit points.
So 24 points of thunder damage to everyone to Najka and Elvira, and then half that to Gruber.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Stay up. So you know what happens at initiative count 20?
At 20.
Well, a couple things happen. One, you can still make con saves, I think, when you're incapacitated.
Yes, the only ones you can't do are strength and dex.
So I need Grouper, Elefira, and Najka to make, because those are all the ones that are next to the door, to make con saves.
I've actively a step back.
Does it? We're taking damage
it is
regardless, right?
It is a radiating thing that is happening from around the door, and you are within the radiating aura.
Mhm.
Am I taking half damage even if I succeed?
Yes, you take half damage when you succeed.
Then there's no point.
Can it do more than 40 points, not 39 points of damage to me?
Let me figure it out. Hang on.
I'll go ahead and roll it, but if it doesn't matter. I'm taking a save. I saved,
No, it can't.
so okay.
Yeah. So there's
Then
there's
I'm
no
taking
point,
a
there's-
death save.
There's no point in me even
Yep.
rolling. It just takes me unconscious.
And Cooper failed as well. So, Grouper, you take 21 points of necrotic damage. Alefira and Najka also take that, but in various different degrees, as you feel yourself desiccating while in proximity to the
Okay.
door. Also at initiative count 20, from slightly higher up on the tree, a sort of like a balcony extends, and stepping out onto the balcony you see what looks kind of like a red-skinned orc woman, but with a definitive sort of fey aspect to her. All of you that are still conscious and can see this can make a nature roll if you wish.
$19.
All right. Grouper and Tenebris, you recognize this as a red hag.
Okay. What do I know about red hags?
Red hags. Red hags are also occasionally referred to as blood hags or bloody hags. They are unlike most iterations of hag. They do not have that sort of fey grandmother wrinkled, upsetting to look at aspect. They are They are relatively attractive. They look sort of like a mix between orcs and hobgoblins, but with a fey-ish nature. They are deeply tied to nature, to all elements of nature, which means that you can find them in various places, not just any one sort of environment. And they often serve in a druidic sense, but sort of like a dark mirror to druids, as far as they kind of embodiment the danger and the hostility of nature, where druids typically more embody the harmony of nature. They are one of the oldest kinds of hags that have been accounted for. No one knows for certain what their exact lifespan is. No one knows for certain the exact lifespan of any hag. But they definitely have been around for a long time. And this one seems to be one of at least two hags that you've heard audibly at one point.
Okay.
She looks down from the balcony. I see you are having some trouble with the door. Would you like some assistance? And that's all she's doing on her turn. Alifera. Sorry, Davina.
Question: Are there any
Moving
windows?
forward. Are
there
no.
any windows? Or is
Not-
there
not
just
that you
a
can tell.
door?
Not that you can tell.
So, okay, my instinct is I want to walk around it to see if I can find another place of entry, but also I don't want to leave this group because they might kill each other.
Also, another enemy just appeared.
Yes. Honestly, I'm not as concerned about her as I am about Tenebris killing everybody.
I'm the enemy now.
I mean, that is actually kind of fair.
Yeah, she hasn't done anything threatening.
Yeah, I honestly do not want to start attacking her until we get Nashka up. Because, yeah. I'm seeing if I have anything that can do anything.
Your respect for my combat abilities is noted.
No, you're great.
That was okay. I'm joking, but that was the most unconvincing "you're great" I've ever heard in my life.
It was meant. That's the way Davina would
Also,
say it. No,
I just want to note, when she came out onto the balcony, the door stopped chewing. It hasn't let go of Grouper or Elefira, but it stopped chewing.
Okay. I will take a moment then. I'm going to assess foe. Oh, this is a bonus action.
Okay. No roll required.
And-
Looking at the hag, you see that she currently has 119 hit points.
Yeah.
She
You can
is
take her.
she is immune to being charmed or poisoned.
Mhm.
And she has no distinct other resistances or vulnerabilities.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, she does have resistance to all magic, though.
Oh, fantastic.
So sorry, which is to say,
Would
she has advantage on saving throws against magic spells, not that she takes half damage from all magic.
okay. Would that count for me? Because what I do isn't really. It's not magic.
You don't know.
Okay.
Do you have any kind of psychic connection up? Like, can we speak to you telepathically now?
Not currently. Actually, since that was a bonus action, what I wanted to do was she was going to try to communicate with this woman telepathically.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Does she?
What do you?
I'm
what do you
not
say?
sure if she can resist. Okay. She'll just say, "Hello."
You watch as the eyes flick towards you. Is that all that you say?
She's waiting to see if she hears the response.
Not currently.
I mean, she already said hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
I mean, the hag. The hag wouldn't necessarily have anything to say to the word hello.
We're having some trouble out here. Would you mind letting us in?
Make a persuasion roll just to say.
Oh my gosh, I'm rolling so badly tonight.
You're not the only one.
For the 5.
Can I? Hold on, I
Uh-huh.
have several Can I use an inspiration
Absolutely.
to re-roll this? Okay.
You don't have to. You don't have to take the reroll.
Amazing.
Fortunately.
For our viewers at home, that was a 1.
I blame Jeremy.
The 5 and a
I
1.
don't even know why. I just blame you.
Um,
That's been my every roll that isn't an attack roll tonight.
you hear back.
so-
You hear back in your head. And why would I do that?
Well, as much trouble as we're having out here, we will make it in eventually. And it would be easier if you were to just help us out.
Odds aren't good. The odds aren't actually looking good at that. Odds of that aren't actually looking good at all, my dear. Is what she would have said without the stuttering.
Not wrong.
We could also just kill you out here.
No, we can't. Not right now.
Anything else on your turn, Davina?
Let her cook. It's fine. Let's see where this goes.
I'm gonna die.
Make an insight check, Davina, real quick.
I'm getting close to double digits.
With a 9, she's extremely enigmatic. Anything
Yep.
else? Anything else for you on your turn?
No, I'll just roll worse and kill myself.
Elvira, death save.
Yep, I'm GM rolling this because I think that's funny.
Go ahead.
1. Not really, but
Okay.
Okay.
Good goblins, you're back up just in time.
Yeah, fantastic. We're doing great. Everything's
Attack her. Attack the hag.
No.
well. Nothing is wrong. Everything is according to plan.
I can help one.
Okay, let's healing word. Oh wait, Elafir and Najka are both down.
Yeah, but I'm up next. I can get the other one.
You're right next to Elafir, so I'm gonna go with Najka. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to break as soon as this round ends.
I figured.
I should have. I meant to do healing word on Elafira because I didn't want to get right next to the door. If I'd done Najka, I should have done Cure Wounds. Oh, so I'm gonna stick with Elafira for 10.
Well, it's 15 because the higher level casting also.
Yes, 15.
So
Oh.
Elvira takes. Elvira
Well,
hits
if I
15.
Yeah, I was only down 1 death save. I was fine.
Yeah, well now you're finer. So there.
for now.
I appreciate the compliment.
Liv on Pete's shoulder just nods approvingly and goes, "Coo."
And then I'm just gonna reposition a little bit.
Is lay on
And that's
hand?
okay.
Is lay on hands a bonus action?
Oh wait, no, well, healing word is a bonus action.
Oh right, yeah. Let me double check quick then.
Yes, lay on hands is also a bonus action.
Yeah, lay on hands is a bonus action now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The
Are
healing
you
word is a
kidding
bonus
me?
action.
No, it's a bonus action now. Paladins got really excited about that, and then they learned that smite is also a bonus action, and then they got real mad. If
I support this so hard.
if by they you mean the sample size of one, that is my wife who plays a paladin.
Fair.
I'm sorry. No, you can't do everything in one turn. I'm sorry.
Doing a
Don't-
bad job of keeping
She
my-
can't watch this episode now, Jeremy.
Fucking, I hate Smite so much.
I know, I do too.
I hate old version
Okay,
Smite. I should
stop
say.
talking for a second, please.
Sorry.
Jack, each good goblin has their own turn. So you can have, like, Gesby healing word Elefira and then Meanie Manny lay on hands Najka.
They don't all have their own turn.
They're not?
No.
No, yeah, Soul Twin Shira turn. That's their whole thing.
Never mind then.
They just get their own movement.
I keep
I was
Yeah,
gonna
the
say,
only- the only
no
thing they get
offense to the
individually is
goblins,
movement
but
speed.
like,
I keep mixing
What
this
I
up with something
should've
else.
What I should have done is cure wounds on Najka, and then I could have also used Bardic to improve that, and then I could have
Do you want
dumped
to,
some on Davina from Lay on Hands.
do you want to roll that back?
Yes.
Okay, then let's do that. So,
Okay.
Elefira, you're unconscious again.
I'm a lot.
Don't worry, it's gonna be romantic as fuck in a minute.
Fail this time. 18 on
Oh my god.
plus 3 more on Najka.
Okay, so Najka's up to 21.
And then I'll just dump a full 10 on Davina, because I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be up anyway.
To be clear, Davina or Ella? Because you said
Davina.
Davina.
I am not
Okay.
within reach of Elefira.
That's fair.
I appreciate 10.
All right. Anything else
I
on your
was at
turn?
5.
Good goblins.
No. That is all of my actions.
Grouper.
This is the point where Grouper shocks us all and just bites and bites and bites Ella.
You'll live
Sorry.
inside me forever as it's just
Snake
gulp.
Brain took over.
Now, I'm not technically being grappled. I'm adhesed
Yeah, you
to
are
the door,
you are
right?
restrained to the door, yes.
Okay. So is that still a grapple break to move away? What is the action economy of getting away
It
from it?
is a strength check. Sorry, a strength saving throw to escape
So
As an
not
action or as a bonus action?
Yeah, or
as
as just a move.
as an action.
As an action. Okay. All right. Never mind. I guess I'm just
Because
staying
you are
here.
pulling yourself away.
Yeah. So I will just sort of wrap as much around Ella as I can. And then there is sort of a shimmer over Grouper's scales that looks like that sort of diffuse reflection of light off of rippling water, even though it's not corresponding to anything here. Ella has, if Ella is capable of sensation, has that feeling of being perfectly buoyed in water as I cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds. For 42 hit points.
I have
um,
39 total, so I'm good.
And then Grouper sort of, the snakehead sort of looks up from Ella towards the red hag and says aloud,
Whether we come in or whether we stay outside, why don't we talk? I think you and I, at least, might have more in common than you might suspect.
I looks up. Who's that bitch? I want to fight her.
Make a persuasion check, Grouper.
She's groggy. She just woke up from being near dead. She doesn't know what happened.
Grouper's talking to someone. You went right to his place.
I wasn't even thinking of that, but that makes it that much funnier.
All right. Persuasion check, you said?
Yep.
All right. Not my strong suit. No. I'm gonna use my last inspiration on that.
Go ahead.
Woo! 19.
19. All right. And we'll see what the result of that is once it's her turn. When we come back from our break, as the end of your turn, before we get back to Najika's turn, we're going to go ahead and take our break. Those of you that are watching live, please remember when we take our break, you take yours. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back. The dinosaur story. Well, most of us are back. Craig's still away, but he'll rejoin us when he can. So, Nashka, it's your turn. Grouper
I thought it
just...
was her turn.
What?
I thought it was her turn.
Yeah, it's Nashka's turn.
No, I thought it was the hag's turn.
No, she's at 20.
No, she's at 20.
Oh.
We haven't heard her response yet. Nashka.
What's the hag's position as I get up?
On a balcony, about like
Height.
30 feet up.
Cool. What's the disposition look like?
Insight check. Disposition of the hag, I'm assuming.
Yes. Why the fuck would I roll anything?
With a 6, with a nat 1. With a nat 1, the disposition is like a cat playing with its food.
That's hags.
Okay. Now she's going to see if she can pry Elafira out of the door.
All right, give me an athletics check.
No, because
I'm assuming that you're pulling on Elafira and not trying to shove your shoulder into the mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, so now you pull, and yeah, Elafira is stuck fast.
Nashka, go on. I'm still groggy, having just come back from death. Near
Trying to
death.
Get you out from this thing's fucking teeth, but you're stuck tight.
Feel like I should be making a joke here.
that's my turn.
Tenebris.
Tenebris looks up at the hag and we're just looking for some kids that went missing and make sure they're safe. And we find this gateway and get attacked immediately.
Are you trying to make a persuasion check for anything, or are you just trying to just having conversation?
I'll make a persuasion check if it would improve her demeanor towards us.
You'll need something more. That's because right now you just sort of stated facts. You're nothing in there is going to persuade her into a different disposition yet. What else you got? You don't have to give me
As a
exact
player-
words. You can just like give me like a general vibe of what you're trying to do there.
Like Tenebris is trying to sound more friendly, that like we had to attack the Oni out of defense,
Okay.
and we're just
It's a necessity. We weren't doing it to be malicious.
yeah.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
19.
19. All right. The hag's turn. She looks over, pats the tree, or rather mushroom, because it is a giant mushroom, as I recall, and just goes, "Let them go, dearie." And the mouth spits out basically Elafira and Gruber
No,
hit the ground.
I would like to make an acrobatics roll to land
ahead.
on something other than my ass.
You
Yeah.
were wrapped up by Grouper.
23.
Yeah, you were slightly
Dum.
wrapped up in Grouper, but we'll say that you can squeeze out of there at the same time with an acrobatics check. 123.
I mean, usually Grouper was the one squeezing out.
How the times have changed.
That was the reaction I was looking for, Holly.
Go ahead and make me an insight check, everybody.
Uh, 15.
Hit double digits. 13.
Wow, you all rolled so well.
I didn't roll bad.
No, you all no. That
I
was
will-
that was,
I
that was
will
legitimate.
note
You
that
all
you-
rolled so well.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I will note that you actually rolled a 9, but reliable talent bumped you up to a 10.
Listen. I rolled what I rolled,
Yeah.
and it is a 15, and nothing else about it needs to be said.
Exactly. So you all suddenly,
God damn it.
as based on what she just did and what the tree did, you all suddenly realize, or the mushroom realize that she's talking to the mushroom as if it's a person, not as if it's a house. All of you can make nature checks again.
Or in my case, for the first time, because
For the
I'm
first
not
time,
actually conscious for it.
I rolled well this time.
21, finally.
Nature. I don't want to talk about it.
Najka,
I don't want to talk about it.
Najka and Teneris. Looking at the hag, Najka, you identify a red hag by looking at the hag. Looking at the hag in the tree, you both sort of realize. You assumed that the mushroom was a house because it looks like a house, and you assumed that the children were inside it because they disappeared and they were next to the house. But you realize that the other voice that you had been hearing sort of ambiently was really ambiently coming from the mushroom. And with an above 20 on your nature checks, you realize that the mushroom isn't a mushroom, it's a hag. Specifically, it is sort of it's a very rarely seen
Mushroom hag.
evolved state of a red hag. Red hags are also vaguely dryadic in their nature, and when they live to a certain length of time, they can effectively turn into a giant mushroom or a giant tree or various other potential flora, just as their being. So yeah, that isn't a plant, it's a hag.
We need to kill it.
As you both realize, there are two hags on the field right now, not one. The hag that had stepped out onto the balcony looks down at the group of you. So, I don't know, that and that one. So, you stumbled upon our little getaway, and out of self-defense, destroyed our pet. What is it? What is your goal here exactly? And that's her turn. Davina. You notice those of you that are near the tree, that desiccating aura seems to have ceased for the moment.
Honestly, not sure what to say. Because wanted Cooper to have a chance to speak with her.
Yeah, Craig still hasn't come back.
I'm concerned.
Does anybody have his number?
I think I do, but my phone is upstairs.
Let me check and see. I do.
Hey, text him and say we went back live 10 minutes ago. I have 2 Craigs in my phone. I don't know which one it is.
I use last names.
Fair.
Recently discovered I've also got Jeremy's number. I don't
Yes,
remember
we
when we
should-
exchanged numbers.
We
but-
exchanged numbers like a few years ago,
For the Wednesday
like
game. I
almost
think.
like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and then just never used them. We need to get a text thread going. Is what I'm saying.
We did it.
Because those are my therapy right now,
Fair.
in
Oh, yeah.
the time we're living in.
We changed
And-
numbers specifically so that we could check on people, text people if they were running late or for games or whatever.
Or in a situation like this.
Yeah, but we got really good at communicating via Slack and just never used it.
Yeah. I'm honestly not sure what Davina would do because
You can just wait if you want.
yeah, like she would like to speak with her, but she wants Grouper to talk first. So I'm gonna wait.
Oh, once Jeremy gets done texting, we'll go to Elafira's turn.
Then
So yeah, Elafira.
yeah, Elefira, I should point out, has a wisdom of 9. So she is not patient and does not wait for Grouper.
There he is.
Text work.
Hey, there's Craig back.
Sorry, childcare.
No,
No,
Issues.
legit, totally fair.
No worries. I was just concerned.
If you didn't see it, I texted you.
I have not looked yet, so thank you for the text. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to have disappeared.
How dare, it's fine.
to bring you up to
Um,
speed,
As long as you're okay.
make an nature check
Yeah.
for me real quick, Craig, because the hag on her turn patted the mushroom house and it spat you and Elafira out.
Okay.
Craig,
Uh,
did your
I
phone number
did-
change, or what are the odds that someone else might have your phone?
No, I have a phone. I just haven't been checking it because I've been talking.
No, because
You've been doing yeah.
I asked because I also sent a text, but it looked like you were texting me back because I was seeing the typing notification, but you
Uh-oh.
clearly not on your
Oh
phone.
no,
Do we have the wrong phone number for you?
no! I see text from both of you.
Okay,
Okay.
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 I don't know what that
It's
was
No,
then.
no, it's me.
Trying to
Shani,
make a new
it's
friend.
just a demon texting you back.
Yeah, that's it. It's one of my spider. It's one of my spider spirits that I have doing auto responses.
So
I
yeah, go
guess.
ahead and make me a nature check, Gerber.
It's
So with the 25, you also noticed that the other hag is talking to the mushroom house like it's a person.
Okay.
And with the 25, you realize that the mushroom house is a hag. Red
Okay.
hags in particular are vaguely dryadic. So when they reach a certain number of years of age, they shift to a new form, which is that they become a plant, a much larger plant by themselves. So this isn't a house; it's a hag.
okay. ¿Por qué no los dos?
There are 2
Um,
hags.
The bad
Ever.
news is we're still in initiative, and Ella's up before you. So
oh boy.
The hag.
Yeah.
Tenebris started just like trying to explain that it was self-defense for you, that you killed the Oni in self-defense, and the hag has asked, why are you here? And now it's
Okay.
Elafira's turn.
Got it. I will also just say again, sorry to keep everybody waiting.
you're
I
fine.
don't think at least anybody else on this call has a 15-year-old. Fun age.
No.
Not yet.
Fair.
Yeah, something to look forward to.
One
To our
day.
viewers at home, those with teenagers know what I'm talking about.
No
So
worries.
Ella says, well, we didn't come here specifically for this, but now I'm concerned about the children.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I would say stands up from the 3 point the superhero stance that she managed to land in
Yeah.
from being spit out of the door and away from Grouper.
All right. Good governance.
We're gonna do some more healing.
One other thing, really quick, I'm spending my action to change my. I think it's an action to change my sword's damage from cold to fire.
Yes.
Sorry, Jack. Go ahead.
I believe the good goblins are doing some more healing.
Yep. Here's Nabina again. Have some 24s.
Oh yay! Thank
Davina heals
you.
24.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Gripper.
No further response other than just the mushroom house hag spitting us out, right?
She asked what you were doing here, or why you were.
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And then following up on what Ella said, Grouper says,
We're just here to see the children return home safely.
I see what you're doing. And tell me, with my earlier roll, or I can make another one. Do I have a sense of what their goal might be here in general, and then more specifically with the children?
Make a nature check. Yeah.
Okay. $17.
17. Hags are fey creatures. They tend to operate in a. They tend to operate in a contract based nature. Though not always, and the contracts that they operate in might not look like contracts to anyone else. And heck, you saw that some of the children were started to look like hexbloods earlier. That's how hags reproduce. Hags reproduce by taking children, turning them into hexbloods, and then turning them into hags. That's how hags make more hags. Typically children that they received from as part of a deal or a bargain or something. Though with the Oni involved, they could have gotten them other ways. That's typically why hags will hire Oni to work for them, because the Oni can do things in vectors that hags can't.
Okay. Okay.
So, but yeah, you would assume it's a coven trying to either replenish numbers or make new ones.
So then Grouper will say,
Their families have sent us. We're simply the first that they would send. If we can't reach any kind of agreement, it won't become more peaceful from here on out. Sorry about your Oni. Like my friend said, it was self-defense. Also, I'm going to be honest, I got very pissed off when it breathed ice.
Go give me a persuasion check.
17.
That's a success. So that mechanically, every success reduces the hostility of the hags.
Okay. Good.
You've gotten 2 successes at this point. So you're looking at not about to start attacking, but also not guard down yet either.
Okay. And that was my my action, right? Under the new
Yeah.
rules.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. I will on this action heal myself.
All right.
Just using the druid thing.
Najka.
Nashka is not the talker of the group, and she knows that. So she's also incapable of healing herself at the moment. So she slides the grudge settler back into its holster, and now that the chains have cooled down, she'll take those back up and just idly start spinning them in a ready stance in case things go south.
Okay. Pinterest.
Tenebris will just continue trying to soothe things over. Apologize to the other hag for the shatter on it.
All right. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna use an inspiration on that one.
Go ahead. Much better. 21. All right. Anything else? That was your action.
Just back away a little bit.
All right. Next turn.
Speaking of which, Nashka will also try and get out of that radius because she's not taking that hit again.
Well, the desiccating aura seems to have stopped.
Yeah, it stopped for now.
Fair.
Yeah.
She's not going to stand in front of that door for when it starts up again.
The hag up on the balcony sort of puts a hand on the balcony rail and sort of leans on it. Well, if you must know, all the children that have come to me and my sisters came of their own volition. They were asked, and they decided on their own. So as far as returning them... Yeah, go ahead. Make an insight check. As far as returning them to their families, they're already here with their family.
21.
21 is groupers.
15 from Ella.
15 from
21
Ella.
Oh.
groupers.
15. Sorry.
Ow! Fuck.
The new die rolls. You okay?
You said sorry and it just spiked real hard into my ear, and I don't know why.
Sorry.
I mean, it's fine now.
Sorry.
No, like it was fine. It didn't sound like a you yelling. It sounded like the microphone glitching.
The microphone. Okay. My bad. Or my mic's bad, or something's bad. The internet's bad. I'm gonna blame the internet. It's easiest
Probably.
to blame the internet. It's always the internet is responsible for so much stuff it hasn't been blamed for yet. It deserves this one. Anyways,
15 from Ella.
yes.
With a 21 and a 15 from Grouper and Ella. She's not lying. Hags typically don't lie. But there's definitely more to the situation than what she has presented.
I
Also,
gave them a choice.
the children were asked, and they received an answer that would result in them being here. That is absolutely true.
Yes.
Obviously, that's not the whole story, though.
They were
That's
asked
not even.
what they were told before they were asked, and whether or not they would say they'd like to stay if they were asked again.
Correct.
Also, I know fake contracts are wild and so on. But is there any element of like an age of majority?
No.
Okay, all right. So you can ask a baby, say "goo goo," to sell me your soul, and if the baby says "goo goo," you're good to go.
If
Why
Fae,
do you think the Fae target kids so much?
Uh huh.
if so long as the answer is intelligible, it'll work. So
Okay.
that's why they typically go for like infant and older talking ages rather than straight up babies. Although they do still kidnap babies and turn them into changelings, but you know.
Well, I mean, and a lot of that is with the parents, like
Yeah.
you know, give me your firstborn or guess my name, that kind of
Yeah,
deal.
yeah,
But I guess once the kids can talk, they don't need the parents. Okay, I just long shot, but I wanted to see if
Nope,
there was
fair.
a loophole.
Absolutely fair.
This is why you tell your kids scary bedtime stories to make sure they don't answer any Fae like that.
Exactly. This is the
Know about
origin. This is the origin of boogeyman stories and things.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, but I mean, but also the problem is you also teach your kids to be polite, and if somebody says, "Would you, would you like to stay for dinner?" You say, "Yes, please." And now
No.
they're fucked.
Absolutely not. Never.
This is what this is why we can't beat the Fae.
Would you like to stay for dinner?
So yeah.
Screw you, old man.
So yeah,
I'm so
that's
proud
her.
of you.
That's her
Eat
answer.
my ass.
Davina.
Davina will say, "May we speak with the children?"
Make a persuasion check.
Please don't suck. Yay!
Natural 20. Okay. The hag looks over at you and goes, "We could invite one of you in."
Davina will look around at the others.
As we
Jev,
are
I think you're muted.
lightly pausing initiative at this point with that, thanks to that nat 20.
Oh, the good goblins also look at the others. It's sort of a, well, who's going in? Who's gonna go convince the children to say they want to go home? Look,
Tenebrous looks at Grouper and gestures between the two of them with a questioning expression.
I think it should probably be me. I think I'm in the best shape if something goes terribly wrong inside, and when I'm not like this, I'm fairly non-threatening.
the good goblins look amenable to that. They look down with that plan.
So does that.
Don't die.
I never planned to.
I will burn this tree down to get you out of there. If we
Don't do
have
that.
to.
But she will.
You know I will.
I know.
So do well. I do not want to set a forest fire.
Can I glean anything from that? I'm not asking if Ella wants to light a forest fire. I'm just asking if there's anything else behind that statement. 18 insight.
Not in this moment, honestly.
Okay.
It's just you're going in there, and that puts you at risk. And
Doesn't want you at risk.
She would burn down the forest for everybody in this party, to be fair.
Yeah, fair. I will drop wild shape. I will turn back into grouper. And I will cast guidance on myself for persuasion.
Okay.
And we'll kind of look over to the good goblins and say,
I'm giving you my last bardic.
okay, yeah, I'm just gonna say, you got anything to really help? And it kind of gestures to himself, all this shine. Thanks.
Give me a second.
Ella looks about 0.1% less likely to burn down the forest for you after saying shine.
Gatsby's gonna come up to you and say that she doesn't have much, but she is going to give you resistance. To all damage.
Okay.
Plus
Cooper looks
one to AC and saving throws.
great. Okay, excellent.
I
Thank
will
you.
note that that spell ends if you're ever more than 60 feet away from each other.
Yes.
Okay.
And if the
Also,
caster
you
drops to
can-
0 from sharing that damage.
Yep. The goblins are more likely to perish from that than you are, but then we'll know that you're taking damage.
I was to say
Fair.
when you just see Gatsby fall over, then we know that Grouper's under attack.
We
This is
just
the-
did. We lost the goblin. We lost the goblin.
This is the worst alarm ever. But Guru will put a hand back on Gatsby's shoulder, and say thanks, and then look up, kind of at everybody, and says, "Listen, if the kids come out and I'm not with them, it's okay. It might take me a little while to get back out. Get the kids out of here. Get them home. Look after Liv and Flop. I'll be back as soon as I can."
Burn forest down.
And I'll help her.
After the kids are out, come back and do your arson then.
Meanie Manny very much nods and agrees to these terms, knowing that might mean that you're dead in the tree. He's getting the kids out.
Good. Cool.
Yeah, he's not worried about. Somebody will get the kids out. Her job is to burn the forest down. She's
Tina will hand her the
she's the
matches.
anti-Smokey at the moment. Only you can start forest fires.
All right.
All right. Have
Um,
finished saying your I'll be right backs.
And then Gruber will look up and say, "Okay, I'm coming in."
So you watch as the tree contorts, distorts. The what you now realize is a mouth and not a door, and two like sort of knot holes shift into what is unmistakably a rictus grin on this tree, on this mushroom's face. Anyone that's seen or read Solo Leveling, it's very much the statue of God smile.
Creepy.
And the humanoid hag raises her hand and snaps her finger. And as she does, the large mushroom house, the hag and grouper all vanish in a puff of smoke, leaving a perfectly flat, open glade behind.
Don't like
and
that.
the warding bond breaks.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what I thought. Gatsby does communicate this. She shakes her head and says, I don't have him anymore.
He's not. God. Damn it.
Put y'all back on this map here. Grouper. You find yourself in like what feels and looks like a log cabin-esque situation. With you can distinctly smell something baking. Smells kind of like some apple-based confectionery, and you can hear the sound of children playing, a familiar sound, somewhere nearby. And the red hag is sitting in like sort of a reclining chair with a cup of tea as you manifest in this room. And she looks over at you. Welcome to our humble abode. The children you'll find down the hall. Do be polite.
Always am. May I ask your name?
No.
Fair enough. What can I call you then?
Ella has many names that can be used.
One second. I said a name earlier, and it completely has already left my brain.
I don't remember.
None of them.
Sister
quite.
Twilight? Sister...
It was Mother something.
Mother Havoc.
Mother Havoc, right? This is not Mother Havoc. I was just making sure that I had the right name. Yes. You can call me Madam Bone Carver.
I'm Madam Guard Carver. You can call me Grouper. Not his true name, of course. We've established.
Yep. All right. So do you head down the hall?
Yeah, absolutely.
You head down
Keep
the hall,
my eyes out.
following the sound of children playing.
Yep.
Eventually, you turn into what seems like it's sort of an interior courtyard within this log cabin. Although, when you exit out of the inside of when you exit out into the courtyard, looking at the walls, it looks like a log cabin on the inside. But on the outside, it definitely has more of that mushroom flesh on the outside instead of wood. It's a very weird situation. And in the courtyard, you see a half dozen kids that look like they've got sort of extraneous horns and tails and the like on several of them. And you notice that all of them have a mask on that looks to be made, and kind of like it's like the mask looks like it's made of driftwood, but with like a mushroom cap growing out of the top that's like covers the rest of their head.
Okay.
So it's like a mask and hat combination.
Okay. I re-upped guidance as I was walking down the hallway, unless anything interferes with that.
Absolutely.
So Grouper will walk in. Let's go. Hey kids, you can call me Grouper.
All the playing children stop on a dime and turn and look at you, Children of the Corn style, just like silent.
Okay, that's unsettling. Hey, anyway, I'm Grouper. I just want to talk to y'all if that's okay.
Tilt heads. Don't say anything.
Are y'all... Can y'all nod if it's a yes?
They all nod in unison.
Okay. Are y'all from Westrun?
They sort of like look at each other, and a few of them nod, but not all of them.
Okay. Some of you from other places?
The other ones nod.
Okay. If you can use your fingers and your toes, maybe. Do you have a sense of how long you've been here? Like, this is for lots of days, lots of sleeps. Like, how many sleeps you guys been here?
Head tilts the other way. No flashing of fingers.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I forget how long it's been for things too. Do y'all want to go back to West Run or other places you came from?
There is no nod or shake of head. Give me an insight check.
Okay. $18.
You're getting they're hard to read because of the masks.
Yeah.
But you're getting a couple of different like vibes off of them. There's definitely something magical connecting all of them right now.
Sure.
And there's a hesitation in their lack of answer in this particular one.
Okay.
They don't want to answer the question.
Okay.
For whatever that means.
Okay. If you did, could you just follow me on out of here right now?
There's no response again.
Okay. I used to have a mom and a dad. I used to have folks that looked after me. We didn't always get along. I used to get real mad at them sometimes. Sometimes they'd get real mad at me. I used to do some real dumb stuff. But I lost the chance to have them to go back to. And that makes me real sad a lot of the time. And if I could, I think I'd want to. But I also grew up with some other people who had families that they didn't want to go back to, and that's okay too, because sometimes families, they're a real pain in the butt. But it's nice to have a place that's yours. And this place, well, this place is an old lady that turned into a mushroom. Why don't y'all come with me?
Make a persuasion check.
I get a D4 for whatever that'll do me.
I have a bardic inspiration.
Bardic
which
is a
D6.
D6 if you want it.
So that's a 19. Do I have a sense of how that's swaying them, or do I have to decide?
Do you want to use the bardic inspiration?
Yeah. Do I have to decide to use the bardic?
Yes.
Before I know?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the time to do it. It's a D6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Roll high.
I mean, even a... All right, so that's a 23.
Okay. So, to be clear, the persuasion isn't... What you're asking isn't what the persuasion roll is for, to be clear.
No, Wait, am I shifting their?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay.
As there is a bit of shuffling amongst them, but none of them come to you.
That's a 12.
The 12. Now give me a religion check.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 4. That doesn't help me.
You're not certain why, but you could go with your own theories, but you're not certain why. There's fear amongst them at your request they leave with you.
Okay.
They are afraid of something that is preventing them from answering, interacting with, or in any way, shape, or form acquiescing to that request.
Okay.
Wonder if they've been threatened or something.
Rupert.
They
Cooper
are all
says-
wearing identical masks that look kind of creepy.
Grouper says, I know I'm just a little guy, but I've got friends with me that can help me if that's what you all want to do. And they're waiting to pull us all out of here. Also, I can turn into real big stuff. Temporarily, I can turn into a big dog. I could turn into like a bear. I turned into a real big snake a couple minutes ago. How's everybody with snakes? Anybody got, is that like, do we have like a phobia warning? Hands up if you'd freak out if I was a snake.
No reaction.
Hands up if you want to see me be a big snake.
One child's shoulder shifts, but then they don't raise their hand.
Somebody definitely does, but they don't want to tell
That's
you.
a yes. That is 100% a yes.
Hands up if you want to see me be a big dog.
More children's shoulders shift, but they don't raise their hand.
Okay, I tell you what, I'll turn into a big dog, but only if you guys want to climb on.
No reaction.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. What's the biggest dog I can turn into?
A mastiff.
Can I? Okay. Yeah, I'll turn into a mastiff again.
I mean, unless you want to turn to a wolf, which is larger than a mastiff.
I mean, can I turn into? I'll turn into a worm-esque dog because worm's adorable.
Okay.
Is that mechanically? Is that a mastiff?
Mechanically, yes, but it's a village.
Mechanically,
Yeah. All right, so I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna turn into a dog just so you can see again. I know I look like a little goober, but it's just, and I'll turn into a dog.
All right, you turn to a dog.
All right.
Doesn't
Any
seem to-
reaction from the kids?
Doesn't seem to have affected. Yeah, no reaction.
All right. So I'm gonna start wagging my tail, and I'm gonna walk closer to the kids and sort of, start snuffing around and like acting as much like a big goofy dog as I possibly can, like a big clumsy dog.
You hear echoing from the room, I said you could talk. And there's a snap of the finger. And you are back in the field with everyone else. But the mushroom house is not.
Okay.
I was 5 seconds away from setting the place on fire.
So as the dog appears, Gruber says out loud. I don't know if anyone can hear me. Gruber says out loud, "You didn't tell me I couldn't do anything else."
So that's what you all hear as Grouper appears.
Yep. That was in character, by the way. I was 5 seconds away from setting the place on fire.
Yeah.
So?
Quietly, how many kids were there?
You counted about 8.
Okay. Grouper will give a quick but faithful recounting of everything that just happened so that we don't double up on the time.
Yep. All of you can make insight checks. The DC's higher because you're not there. Except for Grouper, who's already made his insight checks.
Yeah.
15.
Right.
Go to Zena.
And the good goblins.
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Go ahead. Najka, Davina, and the good goblins. Based on the description that you're being given, the children probably bargained for something specific, and they're afraid that if they go with Grouper,
They'll lose it.
they'll lose whatever it is they bargained for.
Ashka will sort of look up and very bluntly look. Is the red hag still there?
No, the hag and the mushroom house both disappeared when Grouper did, and then when Grouper came back, the red hag and the mushroom house did not come back with him. So it's
Oh,
still
just
it's
clearly
a
they're
perfectly
scared.
clear, like, plane.
They made a deal. They're stuck in a deal, and they're prisoners now. But
We-
we can't deal with that.
Problem is now we got to find the fucking hag again if we want to try and do anything about it.
It gives us time to regroup. And now we can, once we find them again, we know to help them understand that whatever they bargained for wasn't worth it.
Unless it really was, as far as they're concerned, like the lives of their families.
Gives us another angle to talk to their families about.
Yeah, we probably need to find out what they might have bargained for.
What?
Here, I cast Prayer of Healing while we were waiting on Grouper.
What if, theoretically, I'm just throwing it out there as a possibility,
10 healing for everybody.
they don't want. Imagine they want to be free, but they don't want to go home. For reasons.
They still ought to be free.
Absolutely.
I turned back into grouper, so I don't have to have it. I can have a slightly less ridiculous voice. And Grouper says, "Yeah, I kind of tried to lay some groundwork for that. Like, there are other places for them to go, even if they don't want to go home.
You have to, they still have to want to leave more than they want whatever they bargained for.
Or
We're not going to get anywhere until we get past the bargain.
I'll say with previous roles, Grouper, you do know that the reproduction cycle of hags is long.
mm-hmm.
These kids are going to still be kids for a few years before any of them are turned into hags. So, like, you've got
not to be an asshole
time.
about it, but is that still the case even with the time fuckery of the Feywild?
You're not in the Feywild.
And I wasn't?
No.
Okay. All right, cool.
No, it didn't feel.
All right,
it
fuck
didn't.
them
It
kids.
didn't feel like you changed planes at all, at any point. The fairy circle took you somewhere else. It didn't take you off the
Okay.
material plane.
Okay.
I'm just, because I think it needs to be thrown out there. I'm not saying that this is the case. I'm not saying that the hags are the good guys in this situation, but what if they're less of the villains than the parents themselves?
Yeah.
It didn't sound like they wanted to leave home. It didn't sound like that was the goal. From what Grouper was saying, a bunch of them sounded like they did want to go home, if not all of them. And if for the parents not being the good guys, that doesn't mean that they need to stay with Hag.
We got.
I don't
Can let them know
disagree.
that there are plenty of other places for them to go.
Also,
We've still got to
That's-
get them to let go of the bargain. That's the problem.
Also,
We're not gonna do it
convincing them
now.
to let go of the bargain is also assuming they can. You mentioned all of them wearing identical masks. I wouldn't put it past significant enchantment holding them in place.
Yeah. And I didn't even want to try to take it off. I didn't get a chance to, but I'd worry about it without at least taking out the ones who control them.
Which we are not in a position to do right now.
I mean,
No.
first off, they're not here anymore.
It
No.
sounded like they could at least conceptualize of the idea of wanting what other than what they have right now. There were answers that it sounded like they could have given that they didn't, that they were afraid to. Like
Either
they were
because they
afraid
might
that
be
they like snakes.
they Or probably afraid of punishment, which can take a number of different forms.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying I don't think that they're incapable of wanting, at the very least.
No, probably not. Which is yet more reason they should be allowed to make their own decisions and not coerced into whatever it is they're afraid of, whether it's punishment or losing whatever it was they were trying to bargain for.
Agreed.
I know
Which,
we talked about talking to families. We should probably also see if we can talk to some of their friends.
Yeah. See what it was that they see if we can figure out what they might have wanted. What
I'm
they might
pretty
have bargained for.
I'm pretty certain, unless all of these kids are very stupid, which I doubt all of them were, whatever they bargained for was probably important. Because otherwise, they probably would have realized it wasn't fucking worth it.
Yeah. But we still need to know what it was.
Yeah.
With that,
I'm.
okay.
Go ahead.
With that understanding, and with the idea that you're gonna have to go do some more investigating, the fairy circle behind you still glows, still seems to be active with power. And that's where we're going to end for this week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.